Hello, everyone. Hey, everybody. Listen, we're about to have this beautiful ladies chat. I am so excited. I get excited every month when these ladies come on panel. It is an exciting moment for me. So, you guys, we're going to have a talk. So, if you have any young women or even some, that's older, come on now, bring all the ladies in the room. You can bring the guys too. We're going to have a conversation because everybody out here always has something they go through. Some of you may get stuck, but we gonna help you get through it. The struggle is real, but y'all, guess what? You strong enough to get through it. Let me run this intro, and we're gonna be right back. All right, y'all. I love it. I'm excited.
Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina Clovis, special guest. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcast. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. You guys, I am so excited that y'all are here. Ladies, let me tell you, Naughty Love, Kim. Let me tell you, I love y'all. Naughty, how are you doing? Talk to the people, girl. Get them encouraged.
I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm really looking forward to 2024. I really missed you ladies in our panel, so I'm so happy we got back to it. But I'm doing well. I'm putting all good vibes out there.
Good vibes. That's what she does, y'all. Y'all check out her channel, also Naughty Love Movement. I'm going to bring her tab up here real quick. But before we do that, Kim, tell us how you doing, girl.
I am busy. But it's a good busy. I'm happy about it. And my motto is I'm doing more in 2024. Okay.
I love that.
You better tell them, Kim. You better tell them they better get ready because you started off the new year so good, Kim.
I'm doing more in 2024.
Oh, you started it off so good. And we're going to have a talk about that. Now, those of you who have not subscribed to our channels, before we do that, y'all know we courteous over here. We real courteous over here to Juice Radio and Talk Show. But before I even tell you about my channel, I want you to do me a huge favor. I want you to go to these ladies' channels and I want you to become a subscriber today. Become a subscriber today. Now, this is a past show that we did with these ladies. We have a whole series with them now. Y'all go to our YouTube channel and get that. But listen, here's their information here. Naughty Love has a YouTube channel. They both have YouTube. Naughty has Instagram and everything, and Kim the same. I want y'all to go and support them. This is Kim's YouTube channel. Kim Delivers, just like you see it here. Kim Delivers. Go on her YouTube page. Subscribe today. This is Naughty Love's channel here. Naughty Love Movement. Go over and subscribe today, you guys. Support these beautiful women and their platforms. They're doing amazing things out here. I love it that we're all collaborating over here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show, getting all these collaborations. And that's what needs to happen on a lot of these other platforms as well. Sharing is caring, my husband loves to say. So you guys, thank you all to all of you who have subscribed to our channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Yeah. Thank you all to our new subscribers. Thank you all for coming in, joining this beautiful, loving platform over here. You guys are helping us grow by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button and share button. You all are showing us love and we truly appreciate it. I want to go over to the comments real quick. And those of you, if you have not subscribed to the channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show, please subscribe today. Go ahead over to YouTube, type in the Juice Radio and Talk Show, look for the red mug and the microphone that you saw on the screen. You know that's our channel. We love you. We also love you who are in the comment section here. Like Robin, who was here bright and early at the front door, like she was at a concert. Wait, Robin was here early. She was like, I'm going to be the first one at that front door. And she is support to the Juice Radio Talk Show. She says, good afternoon, ladies. Y'all say hello to Carol. Hey, Carol. She says, good afternoon, queens. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, Carol. Hey, Tanisha.
Hey, Turnesia. Y'all look who here. Bianca. Hey, Bianca. Come on, Bianca. Remind the people, girl. Remind them. Come on now. Y'all subscribe. Subscribe. Hey, Latoya. That's family right there. What up, Latoya? I love it.
Oh, hey,
now,
Joy.
Don't we love Latoya? She got so much energy.
Oh, I do.
Now, you guys, remember over here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show, we invite you to continue conversations in the comment, even while we're talking, because that's also another loving part of the Juice Radio and Talk Show, the comment section. But I asked this one thing because there are community guidelines with YouTube. Please do not use any foul language, okay? Cursing, swearing, that is not permitted. We only give you one time on the juice. We do not give you multiple times. If you put in a word that does not agree with the community guidelines, unfortunately, we will have to block you. Now, the moderators are in there. Sometimes they're nice and give you 30 days penalty. And the reason why we do that is because we are monetized. And we worked hard to be able to get YouTube to monetize us, to pay us for our programs. So we want to respect them to make sure that we keep within their guidelines. So don't think that we're being vicious because we don't want your comments up. We do want to hear your voice, but we want to hear it in a loving way so that we can continue the conversation and share even your thoughts. Okay. So keep it nice and sweet in the comment section. Thank y'all so very much. Hey, Couture Bay. She said, yes, let's go.
Hi, Couture Bay.
That's another there. Latoya, please drop Couture Bay's channel in the comments over here because we're gonna share with her. Mm-hmm. Hey, Swirl Gang. Swirl Gang.
Hi, Swirl Gang.
Swirl Gang. It just make you want to dance that name right there, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Kim, we want to have a conversation. You and I were talking, I think it was last week, and we said you have been, you could share your fabulous news if you'd like to, if not, but this is the reason why.
Yeah, sure. And I'm going to do a show this week anyway on Thursday about the whole thing, because this whole thing, it's just a lot of pieces to it. But then long and short of it, I've been looking for a place. And when I first started looking at place and everything, I was excited because I got, I went out one day and I said, I'm fine because this is a terrible, the housing market was horrible. So one day I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm going to look at all these houses and I'm going to get me a place today. So I told my realtor, I said, I got 6 places down here. I said, and whatever I like, I make an offer. I said, now I'm going to tell you something. I said, now you told me before that I got to make this one offer and then you got to wait. And I said, I'm not doing no one offer thing. Okay. If I see 3, I'm putting an offer on 3. Do you have a problem with that? She was like, no, I don't have a problem. I said, okay. That's it, because this is going. Yeah. And so, no. Swirl Gang, it won't be. Yeah,
this is live.
She will say it was a premiere.
Yeah, this is live.
Maybe she might be talking about me on Thursday too.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. When I said I'm coming on Thursday, but anyway, so I went out and I actually made 3 offers. I told her, I said I'm gonna make offers on these 3 properties. Now, one of the properties, by the time I got back home, it was already taken because that's how the market was going. It was going fast. People were bidding 20, 30,000 over, whatever. I ain't had that kind of money. So I was just like, whatever I got, I'm going to do. Okay. So then one came in everything. And I said, they accepted my offer. And then I had the mortgage guy do the numbers on that one. And he was like, well, that's pretty high. And, well, really, I had to get another mortgage guy. My other mortgage guy flaked on me. So that was the 4th mortgage person I went through. But anyway, and he was like, Kim, what do you get in this place for $540 worth of HOA fee? I said, I don't know. I said, I just bid on it. I said, I don't know. He was like, oh, okay. So when he gave me the tax assessment for the prior year, because you know how that goes, when you get in there, they only give you tax that people pay. But when you get assessed the next year, it goes up. So what happened is that I couldn't afford the house any longer. So I was like, Lord, I'm so tired. Look at it. I can't get the house I want. Da, 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 da. So then my realtor said, Kim, what about the other house? You never did put an offer on it. I said, oh, will it be right? Because I'm putting everything. Everything seems to be whatever. I said, but you know what? Just put it on there anyway. Who knows? Okay, so they accepted the offer. Well, I was scammed. Okay. Ooh. I went and I did the appraisal. I did the inspection, did the appraisal. The next thing was in title work. Always have two title companies you send your stuff through, because I think that the listing people's was crooked. But anyway, they said it was a fraudulent deed, and they told me that they had to stop the sale of this property. I won't be able to get it, and that and from what they're able to tell, that this is in probate, and the one last chance for me would be to contact those people in probate, but they didn't have their numbers.
Now, let me say this to all of you who are watching, because Kim gave us a lot, which she does. She's gonna go more in detailed about this situation on her YouTube channel. So you guys make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Now, what she's basically saying in a nutshell is she had applied for this property. She wanted to have her beautiful home to own because you were renting before, and she wanted to be a homeowner, which all of y'all need to be a homeowner. And those of you who figure, say, hey, how can I be a homeowner? Y'all come on back over to the Juice Radio and Talk Show on Mondays when we do our Money Mondays with Pastor Grant. We're teaching y'all all that. But Kim was saying that one of the situations that happened with her when she was in the process of purchasing this home, she had a situation where she was defrauded. And a lot of people get discouraged at that point, and they say, well, I'm not going to buy no house no more. I'm not doing this no more. Forget it. And they give up. But Kim's perseverance pushed her to get this property despite all the obstacles. Now, when Kim and I were talking about this prior to the show, Kim said even a lot of her friends told her, let it go, girl, let it go. Don't do it. And the saying that a lot of our church people do, oh, if it's a struggle, it ain't for you. If it's a struggle, it ain't for you. But Kim said this to me. She said, even though she had to struggle, she said, we've always had to struggle in our life. And Kim, tell us about that situation where you said about even in our culture, the African-American culture, we had to struggle. And if we didn't struggle, we wouldn't be here today. Talk, girl, tell me.
Right. Well, they were saying that, Kim, if it's too hot, that ain't God. That ain't God. You ain't supposed to have that. You know what? If it's a God, he not gonna make you work for stuff like that. He's just gonna fall in your lap. So listen, don't tell me that, okay? I said, because if that's the case, then we wouldn't be free. Okay. I said, if you're telling me that I'm supposed to shy away from conflict, challenge, and confrontation, then we shouldn't be free. Okay. As a Black people. I said, so if that was the case, I said slavery. Okay. So you telling me that God wanted us to be enslaved? He didn't want them to break away from slavery because, oh, that's too challenging. Oh, if God wanted you to be free, they would just automatically let you all be free. Come on. I said, so for him, Harriet Tubman and running the Underground Railroad, that was full of challenges. They didn't want them to be free. I mean, if she should have said, oh, it's too many challenges, I can't let my people be free. Come on, I said. And then what happened was, when I was telling you this, and that's why I said I'm going to be doing your Bible study, okay? You said, well, Kim, if you notice, the Bible is made up of a series of battles. Do you know that? I was like, you're right. I said, and I should have told the people. I said, I wish I would have known that, because I would have told the people that. I would have said, well, the Bible is made up of that. Okay. But I didn't. But now I do know that, and I will be keeping. I've kept that in my repertoire. I just want y'all to know. Okay. But that's what it is. And if you want something, and God made us in the image of him. So, I can't imagine that he will push me to have the drive to see it through, to find those people, to hang on in there through all the ups and downs and the curves that we had, and not to see me through. And he did. And I had to have the faith over fear. You know what I mean? I really did. So that is so true.
Yes. And here's something, and we're going to let Nadi chime in, because listen, when Kim and I had this conversation, and she was just sharing, what she was going through with the process of purchasing her home, and I was enjoying the conversation. And I said, Kim, this is what we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about this on our Ladies Let's Chat, to encourage not only our ladies, but the gentlemen. When you go through struggles, a lot of people feel as though, I need to stop because it's too much and God don't want me to go through this and so much. But like I told Kim, I said, girl, if you read the Bible, not her, but if people read the Bible, there are struggles upon struggles upon struggles upon struggles in the Bible. And the people pushed through, persevered, and were successful in getting what they wanted and what they needed, doing whatever that circumstance was. Look at the people when they left Pharaoh. That was a struggle. It was a struggle living with Pharaoh. So yes, some things that you go through is a struggle. And I love Mickey Jones' comment here. She says, struggle is a trick of the devil to discourage believers. And so that's why we wanted to have this conversation. Y'all, if you're going through a struggle right now, push through it. Don't give up. One thing you never want to do is get stuck in the valley. because eventually you will never find your way out. People have to climb for success sometimes. Nadi, let's have a chat with you, girl. Your perspective on this struggle that people go through. How can we encourage the people?
Absolutely. I have thoughts on this, and making the decision to become a full-time working entrepreneur. The first thing I had to understand on the path to success, not only is it going to be struggles, but it's going to be failures. Okay.
Ooh.
And it's how you get back up, right? Also, I had to learn to make sure I surround myself with people that will feed me with that positive energy so that I can push forward even through those trials and tribulations. Your circle is very important. And it doesn't have to be a big circle. I think smaller is better.
Ooh.
But you have to surround yourself with people of like mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start surrounding myself with people that have the entrepreneurial spirit that's going to contribute to my path of success. But when I fall down, it's important that I get back up. Number one, dust myself off and understand it's not over. I'm still on the path. It's not over.
You listen, Michelle, I agree with you. Preach, Nadi. And you, let me tell you, part of what you said, Nadi, should resonate with all of us. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We have to understand and know that you have to get around people that share your same dreams. And thank you, Holy Spirit, and not that's there to try and climb your ladder and knock you off. You have got to be around the right people, but you also have to understand. If you go through a struggle, go through it. Kim persevered. She went through that thing. There were so many things, and I'm gonna let Kim talk again here, that tried to stop Kim from buying this house. So many things. Let me have Kim go ahead and share this, because her testimony and conversation about her buying this beautiful place that she's in right now. Look at the background. Look, y'all. Look. Oh. Hey.
I'm proud of you. I already done told you, Kim. I'm proud of you. Like, in the toughest market, you did it. So you sit in that and pat yourself on the back.
Yes, all the scandal that was going on with it and so forth. Go ahead, Kim. Tell the people so they can be.
What happened was, so then the title company, so they didn't have the information. So my realtor called me up, and the funny thing about it is that this God, the Spirit, will work with you for some reason. Even though I put it in there, and I loved this place when I saw it. Yeah. My spirit wouldn't allow me to be happy with it. It wouldn't. And then it just felt like, no, I wouldn't. And I felt like, and I even had a dream. My daddy had came to me in a dream, and he was like, it was about a house, and he was going to move, and he didn't want to move. We were going to move together, but he didn't. So I was like, it's about the house. The next day she called me and she told me about the fraud thing. So I scoured the internet and I found some people. Okay. So there's a site that I use, just in case anybody ever want to know. It's called FamilyTreeNow.com. FamilyTreeNow.com. Now, when you go in there, you can search people, and then it will just give you the people. They give you the people they're related to. So what happened was, a lady had died that had this place, and you got to be careful, people. But a coworker turned friend, scammed her. So she came in here and she took all the stuff out of the house. She ran up all her credit cards. She even tried to write checks off of the check thing, and then she was going to sell the house. So she died like at 1:26 in the morning one day, and they were down there and the deed was stamped at 9:06 that same day. So since I had the owner's name, I looked up and I saw her nieces, and then I went to the probate court site. I put that in there, and so I got in touch with them. They had a lawyer, which was good. So they told me they wouldn't mind selling it to me, because I told them I was already qualified. Okay. And that the money could be just in the hand. You know what I mean? I said, I'm ready to go. So then, but they had a little infighting too. And then the lawyer made a mistake on the filing, because he didn't file the correct ones. And so then we had to go to court again. Mm-hmm. Well, the Crooked People's lawyer basically told them that they could do something called a quiet title. So, I was excited about that, because they said agreed to it. But then that fell in the hole again, because then, even though they had taken all that stuff from the aunt, they wanted to hold the deed hostage for $30,000.
Now wait, Kim,
So
wait.
This,
wait, Kim, wait. They need to swallow that, Kim. They need to swallow it. Y'all, what she's saying is this whole property that she was trying to buy, the agent allegedly was part of the whole scam, messing up the deed. Then they had to do what quiet deed, and that's all real estate talk. That's all real estate talk. Kim's going to explain all that on her channel when she brings that up. And what she's basically is saying is somebody was holding this house hostage, and they weren't even the real owners.
Right.
And so no one
you can do that too. And so I just want to tell people that though they can do that. And the reason why I did, because I went to the police department and the police department said, I'm only going to take a report, but we can't do anything until this court is done.
Well, remember the police are not schooled in real estate law. So no, they can't.
And it's not criminal, and they say it's not criminal, it's civil.
Right. Because real estate.
So then we have to take it to court. Right. Now they say that if after court says they're wrong or something happened and some wrongdoing occurred, then I could come back and then they may be able to pursue criminal. But I'm just saying that so they knew they were empowered knowing that nothing was going to happen. So they were sticking to their guns.
Now, the other part that I want y'all to hear that Kim is saying about this struggle, it was a struggle. A lot of people had probably tried to purchase the place and they were just sitting there because of all this mischievousness and the illegal things that had happened. But what Kim said something very powerful in the beginning of the conversation. She said that she started to research. She said she went to work. That hit me, Kim, because what you didn't say, well, forget it. I'm going to just pass this by and forget it. You put in the work. Come on now. You did the work. Prayer without works is dead, people. You have got to get to work. And you did that. Go ahead, Kim, girl. This is interesting, especially when you.
So, but I do want to say this though. She did not put this house on any other, only on one thing. It wasn't on Zillow, wasn't on Trulia, it wasn't on Realtor.com. It was only one. And I had asked her, what would make you only put it on one? And she said, oh, so many people coming here and looking for it and all the rest of that. So my spirit didn't set right with my spirit, but then I told myself, well, God must have just wanted you to have a house, Kim, so don't worry about it. So anyway, back to that. So, so then I said, so then the girls, the nieces had told them that, you were told, because that was the friend, so-called friend. They said, you already sold everything out of Aunt's house. You want $30,000? Then we're going to do is prosecute you because we had credit card fraud, all the rest of that. So she backed up. So then they were getting ready to go after. They was getting ready to go after the agent or the other individual. The other individual, the friend.
Okay. Yeah. Put it behind bars.
So then the agent came on, and then she said, okay, well then I won't worry about $30,000. So then the agent came on and said, well, wait a minute. When we were on that Zoom call, I saw Miss Tucker. She's my listing. I listed that property. And I accepted the offer for Miss Tucker. So if she's going to be buying the property, that's my sell. So I want $5,000. So they held the deed for $5,000. And then the sisters got mad at that because they didn't really want to pay anybody. So by this time, even though I wanted the house, I'm pissed off now because I'm tired. I mean, this is about as good as he's going to get because the lawyer had told them that they've got you over a barrel. So they can hold this up in court for a year or 2 years. He said, for me, my starting off price to fight this for you is going to be $10,000 at least. That's just to start. He says, you're going to have to get handwriting experts and all the rest of that. So I was telling them, don't y'all want the money? You know what I mean? Don't you want the money already? Come on. So so they had decided, they talked against themselves, amongst themselves, but I started looking at other places, but I guess it was meant for me because I put an offer on another place. And then the realtor came back and said that the IRS had put a lien on it and that no concessions could be made. I was like, oh no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with another problem.
Yeah.
I might as well just wait on this one. So then they agreed finally. At least I thought they did for a minute, but they agreed finally. And so, but I'm about sick of them now, even though I love these little girls and everything, but they was getting on my right? So then we went into the lawyer because the lawyer had called her. The lawyer called, said, okay, we got it all together. Let's go into the office. So then I said, well, I counteracted because they raised the price up on me too. So I counteracted. I said, and I want some along with that. So then he said, what are you talking about? I thought you wanted to buy the house. Do you want to buy the house or not? So I hung up on him.
Oh, right, swirl game, perseverance. She persevered. She.
So I hung up on him. So I called my realtor and I was like, look, nobody gonna be talking to me like that. I said, because I'm gonna tell you something. I know these girls are victims, but I'm a victim too. I said, because if this deal don't go through, I said, what's happening is that I have spent my inspection and my appraisal money. I said, you still got my earnest money deposit. I said, I got all my money out there and I ain't got no house. Everybody got a house at me. Okay. So I said, I ain't going to that lawyer's office and da. So the sisters called. We got on the phone with the sisters. They didn't understand the whole thing. We all got it together. We were in there the next day because I really wasn't going, but my realtor, she knew, she's gotten used to me, so she just let me calm down some. And she was like, so the next day she was like, so I did this, that, and the other, Kim, so we can go at 11. I said, oh, we still going? I thought we ain't going. She said, no, we're going, Kim. I said, okay, we're going. So then we went in there, and then he says, okay, we're gonna sign these paperwork, and I'm gonna tell you all, and then we're gonna talk. I said, no, okay, we're not. I said, we are not. I said, because what we're going to do is I'm going to talk. I said, and then we're going to sign the paperwork. I said, because I'm just looking around this room. Everybody in this room is getting money except me. I'm the one that's spending a sizable amount. I said, and I haven't been heard yet. I said, and as much as I like you young ladies, I said, I'm on my last nerve with y'all too. Okay. So we got all that understood. And then we made it to court. And then they said yes on the dotted line, except though, or that's a lie. After we got finished with that, then one of the other sisters who lived in Texas said she wasn't getting in the bed with no crooks. And so I'm like, because I had asked the sisters, because they kept changing their mind. Because I asked them, before I sign anything, are you all in lockstep? Yes, we are. All three of you are collectively. Yes, we are. And so when I asked the young lady, well, how did that happen? And she said, I said what I said. And then she says, well, who am I talking to anyway? And I said, Kim. And then all of a sudden she said, that's why I don't like dealing with Black folks. But by that time, I was
wait a minute, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. So they were not of your same ethnicity?
Yes, ma'am, they were.
The one that said that? Oh, wait.
Yes, she was.
Wait a minute. Your own people.
It'd be your own people. That crab in the barrel mentality.
And so I was typing back, and so the other two girls called me. They was like, Miss Kim, please don't engage her. Please don't engage her. Because I was typing. And that's why I don't like dealing with ninjas, but I ain't say nothing. But I wanted to. So then we got through all of that, and then we made it to a court. You know, it was a lot of different things that had to be done. They wouldn't talk to the listing agent. They couldn't get the payoff on the house. So I had to call the listing agent that was a crook and get all this information. I had to facilitate my whole deal. So to the point that when we got there to the closing guy for the title company said that he has never seen this many people there. He said nobody hardly ever shows up. And so the lawyer says, well, I admire Miss Tucker. He said, I tell you the truth. He says, Miss Tucker has handled this and did a lot of heavy lifting. And my mortgage guy said, in my 30 years plus of mortgage, I've never had to deal with anything like this. He said, Kim, you have been the best client that I've had. He says, this deal is also owed to you. He says, because you really stuck through and you drove this whole thing. You know, he said, so I had to be here for you to make sure everything was straight. And here I am.
Now talk about advocation, right, Jules? You gotta advocate for yourself, and you have to do your homework. Tell people try to get over. You have to advocate for yourself, not only in real estate, in business, and in your healthcare. Learn how to be your own advocate. Or people
great words. Great words. And you know what? It's so sad that we, as a Black culture, cannot get back to the Black Wall Street mindset of each other. Everybody, let's build this thing together. When there's separation, there will be no building there. But that's a whole nother show. We might do that one next time, yo. But let's talk real quick about this perseverance. Like Swirl Gang said, perseverance. She was so persistent in making sure, listen, I'm going to get this. And the reason why I wanted to have this here, the Juice Radio and Talk Show, is because I want people to understand, yes, sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes the whole world will fight you. Even your own people will fight you. But if it's for you, it's for you. And don't give up the fight. Kim also said there were some people, some of her friends that got into disagreements with her over this whole thing. And you know, when you go through some of the toughest struggles in your life, you're gonna find out who's gonna stick with you. You're gonna find out who are surface people and who are people down that will get down on their knees and have you climb up on their back for you to get back up. You're gonna find that. So we all are gonna go through struggles. And let me talk to the ladies real quick. I know there's a lot of great men in the chat. Let me talk to the ladies. Some of you young ladies feel as though you are not going to make it. You're not going to be successful at this. There's so much that you feel that you're going through. And yes, your struggle is your struggle. And one thing I don't like what ladies do to each other, they may say, oh, but that's not that nothing. You going through nothing. I don't like when people do that because that struggle is a struggle for them. Don't diminish what they're going through simply because you think that it's simple for you. We've got to stop doing that to one another. Help each other to get through these struggles. Ladies, you're going through some stuff. Don't give up. Don't get mad. If anything, get mad at the situation, but don't get mad at the people. Because I just use a lot of these people that get mad at me and be like, oh, you know, Regina, you can't go through this. I don't get mad at them. I use them as a tool to get me to where I need to go. Because what I do is I know who to dump off. I know who to let go of. Because sometimes, you're right, Holy Spirit, you can't get to where you want to go. And the struggle is real for you because you are allowing people to hold on to you, making the weight heavy. So if you let them go, you will probably get to where you need to go at a much better pace and, get there faster. So the struggle is going to be there in some situations. You're going to go through some stuff. You're going to meet some conniving people. You're going to meet some con artists. And they're probably going to look just like us. Like Kim just said. They were just like us. But you guys don't let that stop you from your dream. Now, some of you may say, hey, that's too much. I'm going to just give this up. That's okay, too. That's okay. If you want to give it up to, that's okay. But know this: don't let the dream of what you're trying to accomplish be just let go. Kim she diminished. Thank you, Naughty. Kim could have easily said, no, I'm just going to find me another house. And she did at one point, but then the thing brought her right back. And why? Because there's a testimony in everybody's situation in life to tell so that somebody else can know, hey, they went through this, then I can get through this. I can do this. Or use the tools that we're giving you today to get to where you need to be. Nadia, I'm gonna come back over to you, girl. Talk to the people.
I want to speak to the point of, friends and family, right? Because sometimes they could be your biggest enemy.
Yeah.
And praying for your downfall, unfortunately. I mean, people need to get back to basics as far as like, what does support really mean? And if you see that this is my goal as my friend and family member, right? If you can't make suggestions to help me reach my goal, sometimes it's just your job to sit and listen and be that. Just be okay. I'm a grown woman. I know how to adult out here in this world. All right. And sometimes I just need to air out my grievances so I can get through this one hump in the road. All right. So that I can get to my bigger goal. But you're going to have hate on all levels, right? It's all in a matter of how you process that hate. And you cannot waste your energy on people that are not worth your time and space. Okay. Because a lot of times they're jealous because you're on the path that you're on. So they're going to speak it against it. Because they don't want you to be successful in the first place because they're not successful. It goes back to that old adage saying, misery loves company. Misery loves company. But that's why you have to be careful of who you share with. You really, really do. That goes for family and friends. You have to understand people's pure intentions for you.
You better school the people and let them know. And sometimes it's hard for us to say our family members are not part of the team. I wrote these notes down when Nadia was talking and said this: everyone is not part of the team. Some are audience participants. Some people are not supposed to be part of your process. Some people are just supposed to be there to watch your success. So when you try to bring an audience participant into something that is a teamwork, that's where your failure is probably going to happen. You're bringing in the wrong people. They're not supposed to be on the journey to help you. They're just supposed to be that part that's going to watch you get to where you need to be. And that's not a bad position to be in, because in life, we all need cheerleaders. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. You got this. You got this.
You just need a cheerleader.
Come on now. Come on. So, Nadia, I love that. Sometimes we so often look at our family members and get mad at our family members because they're not helping us with the journey that we want. They're not helping us with the struggles we want. How many of us have been mad at family members because financially we needed money? We knew the family member had it, but they didn't give it to us. Now you're mad at the family member. They weren't part of your struggle. They weren't supposed to be there.
They're not obligated to.
They're not obligated also. And then what about this part? When you were able to obtain what it is you needed without the help of that family member, how good did that make you feel? But with
Invite them over for the housewarming.
Thank you, Nadi. Because what some people would do is some people would be like, well, I'm going to invite them just throw it in their face. No, just show success. We got to stop with this, cruel mentality to one another. This boasting, this egotistical stuff. Yeah, I show them and tell them, listen, I'm glad that you didn't give me that because it helped me to know that I could get out there and get it when I needed it. And it helped me to know that I don't have to call on everybody for certain things, that there's opportunities for me to go out there and be successful on my own. Sometimes, thank you, Holy Spirit, sometimes we enable ourselves because we're trying to depend on others. So, Mamir had this comment here. He says, negating someone's obstacle instead of helping them overcome them and succeed comes from a place of insecurity, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Come on now. Come on. Let me get in the comments a little bit to hear y'all's voices. You have any questions up here? And, and y'all tell us how y'all handle with some struggles that y'all probably dealt with. And then I'm going to come back down to Kim. Zenobia Elkabu said, I think I was meant to hear this today. For the first time on my life, I really decided to bet on me. Something my sweet mother has been telling me to do for some time, and finally I am. Come on now. Come on now.
I'm glad Zenobia said that because I'm going to tell you something else too.
Tell us.
Before my mom died, when she was dying, she was like, Kim, when you were coming up, she said, I would tell you that certain things you couldn't have, you couldn't do. She says, but if you put your mind to something, she says, you would always get it. She says, and I know I discouraged you a lot of times. I told you that's not how it's done or whatever. But if somebody told you no and you felt the answer should have been yes, you went there. She said, when I'm gone, don't ever stop that. So when I was going through all the stuff, and because there was many days that I was in the bed lamenting, and I'll call on my mom and daddy in a minute, even though they call, I'm like, Mom, Daddy, you see what's happening, don't you?
I'm still calling my daddy.
Yeah, what you tell me, Mama? I remember what you told me. I'm gonna do it too with this. You know what I mean? But one of my other things though is I had this this mantra that I live by when I come to challenges. Because sometimes you be tired. Because I'm not gonna lie. After I prayed over my house. I did everything, and then when I was praying over it, I said, God, I want to thank you. It was a lot of challenges and stuff like that, but I said, I don't know if you. I said, it seems like I have a lot of challenges every time I do something. But so I'm just gonna ask you this and everything. Maybe I'm an interrupter. Maybe you want me to be your warrior. I don't know. I said, but can the next couple months, can we take any crooked lines or can we make them straight? You know what I mean? Can we take the crooked lines and make it straight? But what I said though is that no matter what, God, I know that if you give me the headiest peaks, I can climb that mountain alone, and I can take every stumbling block and turn it into a stepping stone.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. Okay.
And can I tell you, I operate, to your point, Kim, I operate the best on my own. I accomplish more when I'm moving on my own. And I used to be that one in my family and with friends. I was such a giver for a lot of years. I was the one to bring the family together. I would give these big family gatherings, cook and everything, But guess who felt depleted after all of that? And I wasn't nobody was pouring back into me. And once my kids got grown, I had to start pouring back into me and making me a priority, And I just figured it's not that I don't love my family. Our time will come when it's time for us to come together. But I could count on me. I won't disappoint myself. You understand? And ever since I started,
and to more to that, what I've learned in my life, because it used to be a time I'm like, well, I ain't got nobody, why nobody? But what I've learned is that there's certain journeys that I've got to walk alone. And I've learned in walking those alone, I just don't walk the journey. I stop and I examine this, that, and the other, because you need to learn. I need to learn stuff while I'm in this journey. And what I've saw is that God has been walking there. It's almost like the footstep thing. You know, he carried me along. That was me in his time. He was imbuing stuff in me. I've learned a lot of lessons. And it's almost like he put me in the fire and brought me back out the fire. He got all them impurities out of me and everything else. I mean, so now I ain't afraid, because I always know that I got faith over fear. You know what I mean? Because I know he always there and he's gonna get it. You know, now sometimes he had to calm me down, because during this one process, I had gotten upset with my realtor. So me and her are friends, okay? But I got so upset, and I was just trying to be diplomatic. I knew it wasn't about her per se, okay? But I got so sick I had to get in the bed, because I almost ready to faint and throw up. I ain't lying. That's how bad it was. And I was laying in, I was like, God. And he was like, you need to calm down, because I got this, and you starting to get in the way. So I said, I'm just
and that's where you have to put God first in all of your journeys. You have to put him first before you set forth on whatever journey you're trying to accomplish. But the one thing I got out of just putting me first and killing all the outside noise, peace of mind. It's everything.
It is.
It takes your peace at all costs.
It is. I want to talk about this. Thank y'all for these beautiful comments in here. Thank y'all. I love our viewers, and most of you who are in here, if you're watching this on the Juice Radio and Talk Show or Naughty Love Movement or Kim Delivers, and you say I can't see these other comments on the screen, it's because we're sharing the platform. So I see all the comments on this side, and that's why I try to bring them all up so you all can see everything. But if you're on one channel, you will only see those comments that are in that particular channel. And over there on Instagram, thank you all so very much for being here too. Reality with Chris Marie said it keeps me paying attention and have to focus more than the average person just calls, because it's those barriers. And I think she's talking to somebody in the comments there. Thank you, Reality. I love you as well. I want to go to this comment over here that Kim Delivers said, quote by Kim Delivers. Take every stumbling block and turn it into a stepping stone. Now, some of y'all may want, did I put that in there right? Correct, Kim?
Oh, well, that was the last half, but that's basically it. Basically, it's like, you know, I can climb the headiest peaks alone, and on that mountain, turn every stumbling block into a stepping stone.
You better come on. I love it. And a lot of times thank you, Holy Spirit, we want people to climb mountains with us. And y'all remember, thank you, Holy Spirit, when Jesus had to go up to the mount to pray, he didn't ask not one disciple to come with him. Because he had a job he had to do that it did not require them coming up, because sometimes your greatest distractions are the people you're trying to bring along on that journey. And, and if Jesus would have had one disciple up there, it would have probably distracted him from what he was about to do with his Father. Sometimes you got to go to the Father by yourself. You know, and I love how you said this, take every stumbling block and turn it into a stepping stone. Sometimes what we want to do is we want to get rid of the block. We don't want it there anymore. But take that negative, what you see, and turn it into something positive. Y'all know the old quote, take lemons and make lemonade.
Yes.
Take that bad situation and turn it into something good. Turn it into a life lesson. There are some women that have gone through some of the toughest times in their life, and they have the greatest opportunity to take that dark moment, share it with these young girls that's coming up, and say, listen, this is the path I went to. Don't do this. Don't do that. They have the opportunity to be barricades in young women's lives. So don't shy away from it. Don't feel bad about what you went through. Don't not want to share your story. Share it, because you're going to save some people. I love there's some shows that's on right now talking about some of the women that went to prison and why they went to prison, how they got caught and all of that stuff. I love that. We don't look at it to shame them. I look at it to say, yes, tell these young girls, tell them so that they know. Share your stories. Share your hardships. Share it. That's a gift. Yeah.
Somebody else can learn from it.
Somebody else can learn. And not only that they can learn from it, but it is just something that it's a gift to be able to say, I got through it. I made it through. I made it through.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
About making it through. Because that's what I tell some of these young people. The young people that like to play video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then all that, when it comes down to life and everything, and well, they won't let me, and this wouldn't happen. I said, but when you're playing a video game, what are you doing? You're always trying to crack the code to get to the next level, ain't you? I said, y'all stay on that game I don't know how long. I said, that's life. Crack the code, get to the next level. I said, y'all keep going at it and you keep trying to figure out different ways. I said, you try that door. That door killed you the last time. So this one, it took away a couple of your points. This one right there, you got some points. So y'all keep trying until you get to the next level and you win that one and you go into the next level. That's all life is.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get through that. You got to get through that one. And then you get through the next one.
Yeah, I mean, and talk about making lemonade out of lemons. I had traveled to Puerto Rico with one of my good girlfriends, and we ended up going to a beach called Culebra. Like we had to take a private plane and everything, propellers and everything, because the ferry was full. So like. I'm excited. I was scared about the plane, but I'm just excited to see the second most beautiful beach in the world. So we got there. I have shared on my platform, like I suffer with fibroids for years or whatever. So we get off the plane. I guess the excitement was so much, but I had an accident. I had stained all over myself, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this ruin my good time. I went in that bathroom. I scrub a dub, okay, and I turned my little wrap. I put a little knot in it. I said, "Honey, let's go on this beach." I got pictures of flipping and everything. You know, just because something doesn't have to ruin your good time, you keep pushing forward. You figure out how to make the best of the situation. If you fall apart at every stumble in the road, you're gonna always be down.
That's the truth.
Don't fall apart. Get up, pick up the pieces. Get up, pick up the pieces.
It was worth it. It was beautiful. Okay, the water was green, the sand was white, and I had the opportunity to experience the second most beautiful beach in the world. I wasn't gonna let no fibroids or nothing stop me.
And that's right. And that reminds me of that saying that says, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. And that's what you did that day.
Yes.
You danced your little tail into the beach.
Yes. She was like, no, I done came this far and rode on the private plane.
I'm dancing in this thing.
When they shut that engine down so they can land, I was like, please God, I got to get back home to my kids.
I love that. And you guys, piggybacking off of what Nadi just said, there are going to be moments in your life where you feel like it's time for me to go and hide, but don't let those moments hide you from enjoying that future. She could have easily said, I'm not getting off this plane. I don't stay in my pants. I'm not doing that. But you guys, find something, keep moving forward. Even if you have to cover up the stain in your life, don't let that stop you from the journey that you are destined to do. Eventually, that stain will be gone. It'll be removed. Nadi was able to get back on that plane, change clothes and all that stuff and get back home and boom. But she did not let that stop her from her destiny and where she wanted to be. Come on, Kim, talk to the people. I'm loving this myself. I'm about to be part of the replay crew.
So fun.
It's a conversation that needs to be had. I mean, there's so many people that they desire to be entrepreneurs and they just don't know how to figure out how to do it. And I just say, put one foot in front of the other, ask questions, and surround yourself with like-minded people, and you will get there. If you want it, if you're hungry for it, you'll get it.
I love that.
But you said something, Nadi, earlier that was really important when you were talking about you can't have fear of failure. But here's the deal. What people have to understand, you're going to have failure no matter what it in whatever space. Well, let's just say if it was business, okay? But if you have failure, that's not the thing. It's not that you're going to fail, it's how you recover from it. Okay. So, some businesses have something called disaster recovery. And like when I used to be in IT, we would shut down the thing. We would act like it was a disaster, and we would shut down everything. And we try to build it back up, bring it right back up to see if it will come straight up without anything. Now, sometimes it will come straight up. Sometimes it will be problems. We couldn't get certain systems in, so we knew how to fix that system. So then we tried up, then that system came up. You know, so basically what you wanted to do is not how that you, the problem that you have a problem, but how well you recover from that problem.
Well,
so that's what a lot of people need to be able to understand too, is that you're going to have it, but how you recover from it, you know. And in personal relationships or other things, you know, you may get hurt and things of that sort, but all you have to do at that point, at least me, sometimes, you know, I have to lick my wounds. So that means get me some Haagen-Dazs butter pecan ice cream that's full of fat calories, and then I eat that, and I'm sitting laying down in fetal position and lick my wounds. Then I'm okay the next day. You know what I mean? I'm back at it again. But sometimes you got to lick your wounds. But it's all about how you recover from stuff. So you're gonna happen, but you know, but just don't be down.
And don't deny your feelings either, Kim. You know, when something bothers me enough, I give myself 24 hours to be mad about it, and that's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. That's a statement. That's a statement, Nadi. That's a whole statement right there, because some people feel like, you know, let it go. So, but you know, you do that in your time, you know, and we don't want it to linger. But I love that you said that, because you are still mindset of, this is the way I'm going to deal with this, because it's going to make me comfortable. Because thank you, Holy Spirit. If you get out of your anger too quick, you're going to eventually carry it to the next place. Because you haven't dealt with it. You haven't
always try to compartmentalize stuff. So you got to reason and rationalize through it, and then put it on that, and you know, and go on about your business.
Yeah. Kim say, don't stay down there now, y'all. Don't stay down there. Don't stay down. Nadi said, if you keep falling down and staying down, you ain't gonna get it back up. So you gotta get back up. You got to get back up. I'm loving y'all in these comments. Y'all are beautiful in these comments.
I love it.
Yes. But you guys, we really want all of you to be successful in your ventures, but don't get angry because of the things that come in your path that you feel are trying to stop you or hinder you. There are always going to be blockages, and thank you, Holy Spirit. And sometimes there's barricades and blockades in your life to protect you. So don't be upset. Y'all know, because you know I'm a visualist. You know, Holy Spirit helps me do with vision. So put it this way: sometimes there's a pothole in the road, and the great construction people, they go there and they put a barricade in the road. And some of y'all get so mad. Why is this barricade here? I got places I got to go. Why is this here? Now I got to take the long way. Come on, it's there so that you don't fall in that pit hole that it's blocking. So yes, you may have to take the long way around, but on your journey, taking that long way around, you may see something that's going to help you with your future. Come on now. Stop getting mad at the barricades. That's what we need to talk about too. Stop getting mad at the barricades.
Yeah, because I used to get like that too. But then somebody had told me, some old wise person said, baby, don't get worried about that. Just go and take your time. It may be a little and the other, but you don't know what God's trying to keep you from. It might be an accident down there that if you hadn't got down there and you hadn't spilled the coffee on yourself, that you would have been out the store and been involved in that. And you might not have been here to tell about the accident or whatever. She said, so just every delay ain't a denial. She said, so just take your time and get there.
Yes. Take your time and get there. Sometimes we're in such a hurry to do something, and that creates stumbling blocks in our own lives, because thank you, Holy Spirit, you weren't better prepared for the journey because you created a stumbling block.
Right.
So take the time. But you guys, there's going to be tough times in all of, you know, our lives. I don't think anybody is exempt from a tough time. Your tough time may not look like my tough time, so we're not diminishing each other's tough times and situations, but we want to give you tips to get through it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. One of the things you need to know is you can do it. Don't stop yourself. You can do it. You can get through these situations. There are some people that have gone through some traumatic things in their life, have gotten through it, and they're better now because of it. And they're also on the journey of helping others to not go down those same roads. But there are some people like Kim, you know, she's been through some stuff with real estate, and people would probably say, you know, to her, you should have just gave that up. Girl, you should have. No, she's letting you know how sometimes you do have to fight for stuff. And like Kim also told me, our great ancestors during the time when slavery was real, they pressed through, pushed through, and they sacrificed, and they did not give up so that we would not have to be in the same situation where they are. So yes, they struggled. So Kim, you are absolutely right. The struggle is real. It is real. But it does not mean that what we're struggling for is not what we need to have to be successful. You're gonna have some struggles in life. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I would laugh at my struggles now.
I know. But wait a minute. When you look at some of the stuff and you look way back, because I know hindsight is 2020, but when you look way back and you thought certain things was gonna kill you, take you out here, because I know this one a couple times I was like, oh Lord, I ain't gonna be able to make it. And I thought it was gonna take me out. And I'm like, I was whining all about that.
And you look back over your life and you're like,
yeah,
I'm so mad about that. I don't wake up good nights of sleep. I could have been sleeping good. Worried over stuff. I remember I was going through a situation with my business and had controllers and all this stuff, coming after me over some stuff. So one of my tenants had lied on me and all kind of stuff. I had to get lawyers involved in all this kind of stuff. Wasn't sleeping and everything. Yeah. And then the whole situation turned in my favor. And now I accomplished so much more because I had to deal with that situation. I learned so much in that whole process about other types of business and things to maneuver through and so forth. So what that girl thought she was trying to set up for me as a failure became one of my greatest achievements.
Yes.
It became one of my greatest achievements. And like Kim said, if I would just have said, why was I worried about all this? Why wasn't I sitting back saying, Lord, you about to set me up for something good? It's about to be real good. You're right, Holy Spirit. The toughest things you go through are setting you up for the greatest achievements.
It is.
So laugh and be happy about it. Thank you so much, Swirl. Swirl Gang has some really great comments in here.
Yes, she does.
Mickey said this. Mickey said faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. You better come on with the Bible.
Yep.
Thank you so much. 88 say we have to move ourselves out of the way and let the Lord. Come on now. Bianca says stop getting mad at the barricades, y'all. We need to do that show. In my opinion, said my favorite quote from Maya Angelou is "Be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud." Ooh.
I want to speak to that because I was just thinking that, as you, because if you hungry enough, you will be successful, right? And as God is blessing you with these blessings, it's so important to remain humble.
Humble.
Don't forget where you came from and understand that your failures do not define you. It's your successes, right? But another key to that, remember to pay it forward. Remember, when you see your sister trying to take the same path, if it's just a jewel, a piece of advice you could offer them to help them be in a better place, pass the baton, pay it forward. It's enough room for everyone. And one thing I thrive myself on, especially dealing with this YouTube stuff, okay, because it could get very catty and things like that. I'm my only competition. All right. I'm not out here competing with everyone else. I'm here to collaborate and obtain new coworkers. Okay, because this is what we all doing. We're working together.
I love that.
It's important to remain humble in it all. Do not get a big head, because as fast as you got it,
come on now. Come on now. God done took kings down on thrones that even God himself put them on. And he was like, nope, you ain't, nope, it's time for me to take you down. But I love how you said that, Nadi. Be willing to share what you have with somebody else. Share it. And some people, you're right, Nadi, some people don't want to pass the baton because they feel like, no, I want to hold on to this. I want to hold on to this. I want to hold on to this. But, in racing, when they do that race, when they do the hurdles and they have that baton, the reason why they pass in the baton is not because the one who is running is no longer strong enough, but sometimes we need a break and we need somebody else to carry on what we're trying to do. And if we all get in here together, one person won't have to run the whole race by themselves.
It's exhausting being by yourself.
It's exhausting. It is exhausting. You could just tell them, here, go ahead, girl. I done ran this far. I'm tired. I need to give me a break. But when you come back around, girl, when the other 10 sisters we got, when they come back around, I'm gonna be ready because I'm gonna have my strength at that time. I'm gonna be ready, reaching back, give me that. I'm ready. I'm ready. So depend on everybody, depend on each other. Thank you, Ollie Hall. Killing people with kindness. You better come on with the diamonds. Come on now.
Yes.
All the jewels.
And Deborah, see, my husband says the same thing all the time. And I always tell him, what is this? He says the same saying, nothing beats a try but a failure. He says the same thing. That's one of his favorite quotes. Thank you, Shay B. She's saying amen. Thank you so very much. Jock Ryder, J. Ryder. It get very exhausting trying to do it by yourself. And that's another reason why we do collaborations on the panel. Naughty does collaborations on her panel. Kim's getting her panel together to also do collaborations. And there are other people. AT2 is one of my favorite content creators out here on YouTube. He is one of my absolute favorite guys out here. He is so genuine. And let me tell you, that guy, I always pray AT2 gets the best of everything, because that guy right there, words cannot explain how much he loves to share his knowledge, his platform, and everything. He knows the struggle that he went through to get his channel to where it is. And he's so free to share that information, and just an all around good guy.
He's selfless.
He is. So, we have to be like that and find channels that are out here doing the same thing also, that are willing to collaborate, that are willing to share good information. Yes, we all have a voice. Thank you, Holy Spirit. But we all have a voice, and we also have the means to stop and let somebody else's voice be heard. It's all to help us on this whole journey. These ladies are amazing. Y'all are amazing in the comments. I thank y'all so very much for being here. Thank Kim for sharing her story. Come on, Kim, with this.
Thank you all.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are amazing. Now, we do these collaborations once a month. We'll be back with the next one. You can go on each of our channels and click the notification bell when we upload these videos to be reminded when we're about to go live. Please watch the replay. Please click the like. I tell everybody when they come on my platform, when you come over here, ring the doorbell before you enter the house. And that means click that like button. Click the like button.
I love it.
It's free. It's free. I always tell people it's very free. Y'all come on over here to the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe today. Please over to my girl Naughty Love Movement channel. Subscribe to all of her platforms. Also go over to Kim Delivers. Get her subscriptions up over there, you guys. Also the people who are collaborating with us in the chat, y'all subscribe to their channels as well. I want to thank all of our moderators. I want to thank all of you who are in the viewers and in the comments. Thank you so very much for your input. I also want to thank those of you who are on the replay that are watching this. Please put your comments in there to let us know you're there. Even if you just put a heart in the comment section, do that so that we know you're there, okay? And that you're supporting the channel. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being over here on Instagram. Thank you, Reality with Krista Marie. I see you over there on Instagram as well. You guys, I'm going to go real quick round table and have the ladies give a closing thought, and then we're going to close this out. So I'm going to go ahead and start, and then I'm going to go over to Naughty, then down to Kim. So you guys, my closing thoughts on this, you guys, all of us are going to have a struggle, but don't make your struggle more real than your success. Okay, that's my thoughts on this. Y'all can do it. Come on, Naughty, what's your closing thoughts for the
How do I follow up behind that? Oh,
you're
you
great.
Know what? The main thing is remain positive. And although it may be struggles along the way, it'll be worth it in the end once you reach your end goal. And I just can say from personal experience, I've never felt so accomplished and validated in my life. And that's because I took the work. I did the work to work on myself so I could be a better me. So I'm presenting my best to the world. So that's,
Girl, come on. What? You almost stole the show, but Kim about to come up.
You know we're going to take it home.
Well, I can say this. What I try to do is stay in the present. Yes. Because when you stay in the past, you're going to create regret. When you stay in the present, you get to worry about this day and this day only, because if you worry about the future, it's going to cause you anxiety. There's nothing that you can do about the past because it's already gone, and the future is yet to come. So just worry about this day, and it won't feel as heavy on you. And if you can get through this day, you'll worry, and when you get through this day, tomorrow is the present. So it's like a gift that is going to unwrap itself, and you can see what's happening on that day. That's all I can say.
I love it. Live in the present. Live in the now.
That's right.
You did that closing that, girl. You did that.
That's all you gotta do.
I love that. Kim beautifully said. Naughty beautifully said. You guys are amazing. I love y'all. I want to get to these few comments here because we want to close this out. But you guys, Swirl Gang, I love your comments that you put in here. Thank you so very much. I think you're coming from on Naughty's channel. Thank you, Swirl Gang. Thank you so much. They said, I love this. There's not enough women building women up, but this is what it is all about. Don't tear your sis down. Build her up. Yes. Yes, right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bianca, for putting Kim's channel in here. Thank you all so very much for being here. 88, thank you for being here. 88 said, my wife's going to love this. Yes, she is. I love it. Ali, thank you so very much with the hearts and the beautiful diamonds. Said, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, Bianca. She's putting Naughty Love's channel in here as well. Listen, Bianca has just joined us on our mod channel, on our mod team, and she is the best. She is
really
came in being a moderator before she had her wrench, and she was doing it, y'all. And I love it.
Get it, Bianca.
Wonderful job. Yes, helping out Latoya and everybody else over there, and Aaron. Thank you, Deborah. She said, excellent. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Deborah.
Mickey said, love you, ladies. God bless. Thank you. And Amir said, thank you so much for this live. I feel inspired by all the work there. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Yay. Thank you, 88. Says
God bless you.
Yes. And beautiful. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Kaiser. So thank you. I love them. I love the nice stuff. In my opinion, thank you so much, beautiful. Please drop your channel in here if you haven't already. In my opinion, is great. She's sharing some knowledge, with you guys. She's helping women to really get up from low places and get to high places. She's sharing all that information, tools and tips on what you need to do in your situation, resources. Thank you, Naughty, for that. She's great over there. She said the only thing worse than losing a race is to never join the race at all. Ooh.
You got to be in it to win it now.
Yes, right now.
Come on now. Thank you, Michelle, for the hearts. And Zenobia said this. Thank you, beautiful, intelligent women, for holding an amazing panel of discussion. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Oh, I didn't see all these down here. Okay. Miss Kaiser said, don't make your struggle. Can you say it again, please? I want to write it down. Don't make your struggle. Kim, that was your, I think that was a quote you were saying.
She wants you to say your quote.
Oh, their quote? Oh, I said, I can climb the headiest peaks alone, and on that mountain turn those stumbling blocks into stepping stones.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Kim. Mickey Ray said we battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And Michelle said, you better say that, Kim. You better say it. Thank you, Ollie. But I love you, ladies. That part, yes, Lord, one day at a time. That like the old song. Thank you, James. Hey, James. I love James over there on Naughty's channel. So thank you for the heart.
Always dropping those jewels, James. He's my little he's my almanac.
Yeah.
He's the almanac.
I got one of those Joseph on my channel. I call him thesaurus.
He's a historian.
J. Ryder said, I'll think about everything you said. Thank y'all so very much. We love you. Yes, Michelle, we love Bianca. And thank you, Michelle, for joining the mods over here too. You're doing a great job. Thank you. And she was over here before. We even gave her a wrench. We're like, listen, let's do it. Thank you for your putting your channel in there. Y'all subscribe to In My Opinion. And that's what we do here. Thank you so much, Kaiser Sozi. Thank you so very much as well. You guys, this has been great. I love it. Love it. Thank you. In My Opinion, I'm going to close out with your comment. She says, once all struggle is grasped, miracles are possible. Where there is no struggle, there is no strength. Our duty is to encourage everyone in this struggle to live up to our own highest ideas and strive at the same time. Thank you so very much. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. All right, you guys, remember we do this once a month over here. Support one another, you guys. Love one another. And I'm going to close out with the saying that I tell everyone on my videos here. Love one another. But in the process of loving each other, remember to take time out and love yourself first. Because if you don't have enough love in you, how are you going to share love with somebody else? All right. Fill up your cup first. All right. I love y'all. Right. We're ready to get out of here, you guys, and we'll be back with another great show.
Love you all.
Love y'all.
Each and every one of y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.